then, Maras, how do you do? This is my podcast and it's just for you. It's called TED Talks and it's a load of shite, but I hope you enjoy it because I've kept it like it's about an hour long and all about Teesside, the people, the places and the Borough Pride.
Now then, we are live on the Facebook and the YouTubes and, sorry about there, probably the other channels as well, you know what I mean? This is TED Talks, the live version of my podcast that normally goes out on a Wednesday, but we do the live video version on the Thursday. But it's totally different content and we like to have a little look at the news stories that are going on around the world. Primarily in Teesside, because that's where you get the funniest and the daftest and the scruffiest ones from, you know what I mean? Sure, I can't do it on my own. I'm joined every week by my brother-in-law, the lovely, big, smelly Mala. Are you all right, Mala?
Yeah, well, now then, are you all right, Ted? Are you all right, podcasters? Is everyone all right today? I'm back in the kitchen.
They're all right, mate. Yeah, they might send us some comments to see if they're all right. Let's have a look, see if anyone's saying anything nice. We've got up the Borough, Ted. That's good. Ted, hope you'll have a nice evening. Cheers, Paul. Oh wait, Ted, you're freaking late. Sorry, Chris. You know what I mean? I've got to get my hair looking nice and that for being online. You know what I mean? That's a nice one, isn't it, Mala? You know what I mean? Yeah, well, Stephen Downey there, now then, Ted. All right, mate, nice one.
Hello, Stephen. How you doing, son?
I think that one's for you. That one.
Spunk bubbles. Well,
you know what I mean? Good mate, Mally there, now then, boys. Oh, here we go. Andy Lynch, loving that. Do I look like Andy Townsend?
He's not even talking about you, Ted. Yeah, I'm telling you now, he's talking about me. Look. I'm wearing a black retro t-shirt. You just can't see because it's black.
You look like Carlos Marinelli.
Well, yeah. Well, it's funny you should say that because he is my mate. You know that as well. Me and Carlos go way back.
Thank you for the feedback there, Soul Starling. I'm not sure why that happens, but I'll have a look and see if I can sort it. You know what I mean? It's automatically done. I don't do that type of stuff.
Yeah, he has NASA does it for him, doesn't he? Doesn't he, Ted?
He does sometimes, yeah. Thank you, Paul. Oh, what's this one? Oh, the lovely Colette's there. Two handsome devils there. I think she's...
Yeah. Well, Colette, girl, you know. Yeah, I better keep my voice down, Ted, because I am in the kitchen again.
You're on Broadbacks?
Well, look, I mean, we're gonna start nicking stuff from the house, I think. I mean, if anyone brings out the one, let us know, and I'll just bring it back with me when
if you listen to the podcast that went yesterday, Mala was telling us how he was homeschooling Broadbacks Ben via Zoom for the school, and they all had to do some baking, didn't you? And what did some of the scruffy mums have, Mala?
Right, you're right. Listen to me, Teesside, right? You all know, right, that the teacher said, right, we've got to get the skills out, haven't they? Right, so everyone got out the cooking skills, and then some mum only bought out some naughty little drug weighing skills, you know, like these little tiny things about this big. They could put 50 gram on each, right? And it was 450 for the cake mix, right? And this mum was just doing 50 gram shots. Do you know what I mean? Said it was class.
With a razor blade.
It was laughing me head off. It was class.
Oh, I do love a good drug joke. I really do. One of the sponsors there, evening lads. Cheers there, the George Pub and Grill. What's this? Looking like Charlotte Amiobi. Oh, Mara.
Talking about me. Well, it has been known. And we are brothers. I was the third Amiobi. A lot of people didn't know that.
Hey, well, tonight's show is all about news stories. We've got a couple of headlines we're going to bring up and we're going to talk about, you know, so feel free to add any funny comments. As per usual, we've got a couple of freebies to give away regarding discount codes for Food Hub, maybe even a Parmo if you play your cards.
If you're willing to go over the border, you might even get something special. Do you know what I mean? Even though we're in lockdown.
What, like?
Well, as you said, we would be able to pull off soon. Like the people over the women. You were talking.
You're always thinking about sex, you know what I mean? I've got a question come up here actually before we get started on the proper nitty-gritty stuff, right? It's from Chris Adamson here. All right, lads, are you disappointed that Borough's new signings are from the Democratic Republic of Congo?
No.
And able to go to the bongo?
Yeah, I'd love to start with a good racist joke. Well, I tell you what, no.
That better not be racist. Can I delete that?
No, it's all right. Yeah, like I think it's class. I mean, the lads, have we ever had someone from the Republic of Congo before?
Yeah. Britta Songalonga Donga, that's who he plays for.
He played for them. I thought he was Scottish. I listened to that for a podcast.
Yeah.
I thought he was Scottish. You have to listen to the Rawcliffe Boys thing. It's on your podcast, Ted.
Yeah. No, yeah. So we've got him and Bolassi are Congo buddies.
Yeah, him and he's going to bowl your lassie. More like it.
Wow.
I think we've had some proper mint ones. Here, right, people at Teesside, listen to me, right? Let's all find out, what did Mendes Lang do to get kicked out of Cardiff? Because I'm dying to know, because now he's here. Here, go on.
Funny, that's one of my headlines that I've found here. It's a true headline, this. See what you think about it. Here we go. Borough signed player with a back like a fridge. You seen the size of him? He was holding up at the press conference. That's not going to fit him.
I am telling you now, Broadback has not signed for the Borough.
He must be about 18 stone him or something like that. You know what I mean? He's not the optimum footballer weight, is he? I hope he's a wrecking ball, like.
Yeah, I don't care. Look at your man Lee Tomlin. He wasn't, but he was class. I loved him. He was mint. Yeah, he was a little fat get, wasn't he?
He used to have a bit of whiffy around the dressing rooms. That's why.
Speaking of that, Woodgate's doing all right at Bournemouth, isn't he?
How has he got that job, him? You know what I mean? Like, freaking hell. He's so lucky. Like, if I'm dead unlucky, me, like, I could fall in a fucking barrel full of tits and come out sucking my thumb. That's how unlucky I am. Woodgate, he'd have 2 tits in his mouth.
Well, do you know what I mean? It'll all start lying soon enough, Woody. Don't worry. You'll be all right, son. Good luck, Woody. You are class, I don't mind you, son.
He's one of our own.
Well, we should all get behind. And by the way, they're above us in the table, so it gives us good impetus, doesn't it, to go on, you know what I mean? Well, so why did he get kicked out of Cardiff? Does anyone know? I'm dying to know.
I heard a rumour he was caught driving under the Substance Misuse Act and banned from driving, and therefore broke all disciplinary rules within the club. He was off his chops driving, basically. Was he? All right. He was doing a drop off in Borough and then line him up.
Yeah, can he not do croggies in Wales? Like, I mean, so someone going to give him a lift to the training ground? What's wrong with you?
He can't ride a fucking bike. He'd fucking topple over.
You know what I mean? I'm not going to give him an hand, poor lad.
Well, let's have a look at our first serious news story of the night, because that one was made up, obviously. What are you doing, Mally? You like fucking some type of Alsatian who's been in the
team? I've just thought something had landed on me. You know, if he hadn't.
Broadback, she walking on the ceiling and the plaster's falling down.
You don't keep your voice down.
Right, okay, here we go. I'll let you have this one here. Doctor jailed for killing lover by sprinkling cocaine on penis, says she was experienced user.
Experienced user of what? Experienced user of cock. There's a cock
handler that says, doesn't it?
It's his experienced user, but it doesn't say what. It says cocaine on penis. Which one? Because I tell you what, right? If she's an experienced user of the cock, girls of Stockton, you need to be careful, because if girls are dying, because you know what I mean, they're experienced users. Some of you are banging. Do you know what I mean? Banging the danger zone. You need to be careful.
Let's look at the facts here, right? Because like, if she'd have just sprinkled that cocaine, for example, on a CD cover, like a lot of the bagheads do, right, would it have still killed her? Or is it the fact that it was on his flaccid penis that has added to the death? What do you think, Mala?
You said what else are you in there using a CD cover? Was that back in the 90s, was it? Yeah, I've just got me vinyl LP out. No, yeah, I think, right, I think that she was jailed for cover sprinkling. Did she know? Was she down there Was he like, well, you just like feeding the fish?
Have a bit of that. Have a bit of that. Right, there, down you go.
Yeah, well, I've heard that when you were getting a nosh up with Julie, when you want her to come up for air, you hold some bacon up, and she jumps up like that, and then down again.
It's like being at fucking SeaWorld. Really is. We haven't established here whether he sprinkled it on his penis and penetrated her vaginally, or whether she just biffed him off.
Well, she was an experienced user of the cock, so I don't know.
So,
does anybody out there know what happened there? I mean,
if you've got any suggestions, let's have a look.
This wasn't my doctor, by the way. I mean, he's 80-year-old or something.
Bit of whiff to take away the whiff of his bell end. Apparently, there, Mally's experienced in that clearly.
he's got a point. That would be like, when you do that. Hang on, what's this? That's a good one.
Turned out she was
cocktoasting.
Yeah.
Wins today, Stephen.
Yeah. Let's have a look. He got caught fingering Charlotte Church.
I think that's just a fact. That's what it was. Is it like, Ted? Is it like when?
He's about Mendes Lang. He's Mendes Lang. He got caught fingering Charlotte. If that's true, that's a great rumour. Well done there, Steve. Very good. Right, so nobody really has an answer for this one. We don't really like to read the articles, do we? We just play on the fucking headlines. So.
Yes, right? I only got Gin level 3 when I was at school, so that's about as much as I can read.
Is that you who left the Biff, Chip and Kipper books in my shed?
Well, I'm not fucking touching them, man. Far too hard. I had to leave them, you know what I mean? Luckily, the iPhone's got that speech app so I can read the stuff to you. That's how I get by.
Just an update on Teesside Live. Loads of grassing going on. Updated on that. Everyone's a grass.
Just regular, and it's just everyone's a grass now.
If you want to order some food tonight, you can have 21% off your first food up order. Just go to Food Up and put in Bell 2021. It's not a joke. Do that. You will get some discount. Just putting that out there. Next news headline, Mala. This is a good one, I think. Drunk Teesport worker slept in and was stopped by police in dash to get to work. Sounds like a proper shit fucking headline, that, doesn't it, right? But I read the story, right? This is this classic example of Teesside Live, who the journalists must all be fucking orangutans because they don't have a headline like that for starters, right? And then you get into it, right? And and this lad's, he's really concerned that he's going to lose his job because of it. But when you read further down, he was off his chops on drugs and drink. That's why they stopped him and banned him.
He was, man. He works at Teesport. Of course he was, man. Don't worry about it.
Going to work to operate machinery on an 8-ball?
It depends if it was 8-ball moving machinery. You never know. Right, what I want to know is that, right, why is he a Teesport worker? Why is that important? They do that a lot. Like, they go, like, here, former soldier, did something, and the bloke's like 50-year-old, and he was in the army when he was 16 for 2 years, but they say former soldier. Yeah. They don't go former council worker. Why do they have to bring a new job in it?
Yeah, or they don't like.
I don't have a job because it's easy, so they could just say Scruffy get Mala.
They don't have something like where they've been accused of a crime and got away with it, like former nonce. Found out not to be a nonce. They don't put that additions to the story, do they?
No, they don't. Which is bad because they should. I'd probably read the story if they put former nonce on it. I'll probably carry on reading.
I'll give you another classic example of a news story here. Here we go. Cannabis farm worth £148,000 with dangerous electricity supply found across 2 houses. Now, that makes me think, if it had a more secure electricity supply, would it be worth more? Is that much lower the value?
I'll tell you what, right? That's dead easy, that. They'll have just caught them lads. They'll have been going to the shop to do the electric key every 20 minutes. Do you know, just off going again. Can I have another tenner, please, Beryl? They're like, are you not growing cannabis? No, I'm not, no.
He's a good lad, but he's got his drugs farm wired up to that lamppost.
This is a very drugs-related podcast today, isn't it?
It is, yeah. I better change it. Hang on, what's this one? Drivers' illegal ham sandwiches seized at Dutch border.
Well, yeah, I saw this myself, yeah.
What's he got on his ham sandwiches? Are you not allowed to take a bit of pickle through?
Yeah, the proper ruthless them, you know what I mean? They're like, you will only eat Dutch beef. Do you know what I mean?
Is it going to get to the point where drivers are going to have to smuggle sandwiches in their asses?
I hope not, mate.
Is it going to be like loads of Eastern Europeans, like just taking people one side, going, "I need you to sneak into Holland some dairy cheese triangles for me and get them to the customer. Swallow this condom."
Yeah, I tell you what, right? They'll be setting up Subway sandwiches, and they'll be like, "Can I have a foot long?" They're like, "No, 6 inch. I want a 6 inch. Don't want a foot long. Yeah, and I don't want it on Italian bread. It's too knobbly. Can you make it as smooth as you can?" Well, yeah, that's a good point. That.
Yeah, good. Next one. Ready for the next one?
I can't even see the next one. Hang on.
Captain Cook.
Captain Cook.
It's now. This is, we've got to be careful what we say, Yamala, because there Andy Preston is kicking off because I think people want to take down Captain Cook statues and remove history. Now, what's your thoughts on this? And do be careful what you say.
I thought History was Michael Jackson's best album and it shouldn't be removed from any sort of thing. And Andy Preston, you're wrong to say that. Jacko is still a well-worth artist. And yeah, listen, right, Captain Cook, for me, I mean, he's all right apart from being from Great Ayton. Do you know what I mean? He was all right, wasn't he?
Yeah, that's a good enough reason to remove him from history, isn't it?
Well, yeah, of course he is. He's from Great Ayton. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it's all right. He has a monument. He's fine.
Well, that's the problem. Yeah, people are saying because he was involved in slavery and Black Lives Matter aren't happy about all of this. They want to sort of eradicate the past. Now, there's a part of me, I totally agree. It's getting very serious now, the podcast, isn't it? A part of me that totally...
I'm going to break it down in a minute.
Yeah, what they're trying to achieve and stuff like that, but it won't achieve anything because you can't eradicate history. It's going to be in the history books. You know, things are named after. You know, there's hospitals. There's the Cook Islands. There's Captain James Cock, who's in the pornos.
Yeah, like, listen, right, I don't care what you're fucking talking about. Listen to me, all you people protesting about this, right? If he goes, Peter Pan's got to go as well, because it's not fair, like, is it? I mean, the bloke's already disabled because he has, like, a hook on it, right? And you was saying, get down his statue and all the rest of it. Yeah. Right, Tinkerbell will go. Captain Cook, if he's going, Tinkerbell's going to go. I'm telling you now, I'm not having it. Yeah, and Peter Pan and all of them. I'll tell you what, anyway, right? Who goes into kids' bedrooms and goes, "Come with me through my secret thing into a world"? Yeah, that's on nonce. Watch me for that.
Don't be
taking down Captain. Yeah, don't be taking him to Captain Hook away because otherwise Peter Pan's not going to be there either.
That's true. And just to emphasise that, it sounds like we couldn't give a cook. And you're right, we can't. I don't know about that one, Steve. That's your own opinion, but I'm putting it up there for people to read. Captain Cook statues matter. It's not quite got a ring to it, so don't get any T-shirts made, John.
I don't think that's going to catch on.
Oh, we've got I don't know what this must be related to, the smuggling of the sandwiches, but a bit of fanny pickle always helps.
Let's do it like we're doing a BBC Radio tease-ad. Yeah, listeners, what else could you smuggle up your lass's fanny?
What are the top 10 edible objects you can smuggle in your lass's bifter? Send them in now to BBC Radio Tease, where we've all got Geordie accents.
Yeah, except the lad I like. What's his name?
We like Gary Phillips.
Gary Phillips, yeah, I like him.
And I'm hoping one day I'll get a job there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, me as well. Do you know what I mean? I'm class cleaner, like fucking mint with a brush. Yeah, right.
Mala, listen, we've got what's a new feature of the show, and it's called Mala's Mug. What are you doing getting that close for? Someone's commented that your tash hasn't improved since last week, you know.
This is his look.
Look at that. What's that white powder up your nose?
Well, listen, right. Don't No.
Right.
Yeah.
This is Mala's moment.
Right. Listening T-side, because this is serious, right? You ready?
What? Is that Live Aid song?
Listen, a lot of people don't realise that the pandemic has hit small businesses up and down Teesside. Do you know what I mean? I mean, we've all been out clapping for carers and that, but if you read the Gazette recently, you'll find out But you know what I mean, people? The drug dealers have been hit very hard by this pandemic. I mean, they're down to the last, do you know what I mean? The last clean Ralph Lauren top. Do you know what I mean? All the little wraps and bags have gone. No one's buying out. And the supply lines have been stopped. I mean, we've got to help these lads and lasses. I don't know any lasses like, but maybe the lads. Yeah, right. If we can all just buy 1 8-ball a week, we can keep these lads in tracksuits throughout the pandemic. That's all I want to say about that. Remember Teesside, buy local, and no one be a grass.
It was an emotional play there, Mala, and I've really felt it in the heart.
That was. I read that in the Gazette, right? And then I thought, yeah, that's right. Who is looking after the drug dealers at this point in time? Because you know what I mean. Them lads will be it hard. Do you know, like who else is? No one's buying out, are they?
It's true. I mean, I've been buying all the little plastic bags, you know, what they normally put the whiffy in, because there's loads of them available in the shops now. And I've just been using them to knock out old sort of Malibu badges. You've got a T-shirt and the palm tree one. You've got that's the you know, it's a rare one. That it's the Malibu bottle and the drink. Bloop, 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 bloop. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's a good one. And then I've got another Malibu badge there and another bottle and badge there. So if anyone wants to buy the 70 quid a gram,
yeah, they're probably worth more than that, Ted.
I've also got McEwen's 80% special badge there if anyone's interested, and a very rare Swan Lager cultural attaché. Exclusive badges there, and don't forget, stop, look, and listen before crossing the road.
Right, when we were out in the clubs and that, and we were all like dancing and drinking, were you really going around collecting Malibu things and keeping them?
Yeah, they were free.
Well, they're your class.
I had a load of them, mate. I had a big shoebox full of them.
I remember when we were kids, you had all the stuff on your wall, didn't you? Do you remember from all them tickets for where you'd been in? So, like, if people don't know, if me and Ted had gone out down the town, right, when we were nippers, and like, for instance, if we'd gone to Fillmore's, do you know what I mean? On a rare occasion, Ted would have the flyer. He'd have the flyer there, and he'd stick it on the wall, and it'd be for Fillmore's, wouldn't it, Ted?
It's not true.
Well, you used to understand that.
Imagine being a drug dealer having to work from home. Mum, do you want to buy an 8-ball?
The thing is, though, they probably do. They're like, well, son, but can I pay on tick? Oh, what do you mean? What do you mean you can't pay? Down you go, because that's apparently what happens.
Hey, listen, right? Why don't they just combine drug dealing like all them scruffy bastards who do bonus balls on Facebook? So why don't they like just bonus ball and 8-ball? You know what I mean? Like the police won't catch on to that because they'll think it's like all the scruffers trying to sell all them discounted products they bought from Home Bargains at full price by £10 a ticket. Do that with drugs. And number 23, I have won a bag of these.
Well, it could catch on. I know we mess about in that, and obviously we aren't supporters of the drug trade. Funnily enough, we just think it's quite funny. The drug dealers are out to work, to be honest with you, and no one is looking after them. And me and Ted love a little buy local, buy.
We don't agree with that, DJ Barry Small.
We don't.
It is a good one, though. All the tick has gone from the drug dealers as well. Tony Seaman knows.
Really? Is that the truth? It's because they're all on hard times, you see.
Listen, tick, he's out the window now. You can't take the catalogue.
Yeah, mate, let me tell you now, right? If you've got a short enough skirt and a tight enough ass, you can get tick. I'm telling you now. I've seen it happen on nights out. Haven't we, Ted?
It's a good one here, though. I think the cannabis industry is booming due to the government's help towards the lecky bills. So
yeah, wouldn't it, like in today's hard times, wouldn't that be all right? Like, you know what I mean? Just people staying in and they can have a joint as well. Surely that'd be all right.
Nothing wrong with that, is there? You know what I mean? So, right, we've got another news story, Mala. This is, I've just got this thing, this is yours. I'll take down your particulars. What's...
Right, this one is from December, and like my mate told us it. He said, hey, Mala, you want to hear this? Right, this lad was caught at Snowdon, right? And someone called the police because he was lying down in the lay-by in Mount Snowdon in Wales with his trousers round his ankles and his cock in his hand. When the police come, he went, hey, I'm trying to look at Saturn. Then he went, oh, will you suck us off? Hey, right, if you don't believe us, right, everyone go on your Google machines and go to Metro Weird News and you'll see it on there. And it's a true story. And then he said, I was looking for Uranus. I bet he was. He was looking for somebody's. Hey, but he come 300 miles from Southampton.
He offered to pipe off a copper.
Well, no, he said, do you want to pipe me off?
Oh, well, that's all right then, yeah.
I don't know if it was female or male copper, but he come 300 miles from Southampton to do that. That's pretty mad, because I don't think it is 300 miles from Southampton to there, but it's what it said in the Gazette, in the Metro. Have a look, people. See, I checked them all out, Ted.
Fucking hell, better wait for that. Good. Well, we've if you've been watching the show, you've just joined us. This is TED Talks Live with me and Mala. We've been talking about news stories. We've more or less covered them now. Let's touch on the podcast that we brought out yesterday. But before we do, would anybody like to win either a Food Hub voucher or a Palmo, right? So for you to do this, all you've got to do is share this stream. So if you're on Facebook, share it. If you're on YouTube, copy it, share it on Facebook, share it on Twitter, whatever.
If you live in some flat, open the window and turn the volume up, because that as well.
Yeah, it doesn't count if you bring people around and break lockdown rules to watch it. That's not sharing it. That's spreading it. So share this, right? And then all I want you to do is I want you to write the funniest word you can think of in the comments. So a word that always makes you laugh. It doesn't have to be rude. It can be rude. Just the funniest word you can think of. Write it in the comments. Share this live stream. And then at the end of the show, we're going to pick a winner. And you can either have a £20 Food Hub voucher to order whatever you want from any takeaway, or you can have a Palmo from the George Pub and Grill in Stockton, which is beautiful. So that's all you need to do. Crack on. We're going to talk about, from the podcast, Mala, what we did yesterday. We had a rather in-depth discussion, didn't we, about something we're both very passionate about, and it was 80s cartoons, wasn't it?
It was. Well, but if you remember rightly, we have like proper knowledge gaps here, because I could only watch the BBC because I come from a strict household. And you know what I mean? It was only the Broom Cupboard I really watched. I didn't watch anything else. So some of it, if it was on ITV, I sort of missed it. Do you know what I mean? Didn't I, Ted?
You did, because I'd sometimes be at home watching gripping episodes of Nightmare, and you'd be on Bike Grove. So
well, was Bike Grove not on your one? I can't remember.
It was on BBC One, Bike Grove, mate.
That was too bad, didn't for me. Like, my dad just heard Geordies and he was like, "Get that off."
Get it shite off.
Get it off now.
But yeah, what are people's favourite 80s cartoons they can remember? I mean, we've talked about some beauties, didn't we, yesterday? We talked about things like Defenders of the Earth. We talked about the Smoggies, the Moomins. You weren't happy about the Moomins, were you?
Yeah, right. Listen, anybody likes Moomins, you creepy cunts. Listen to me. Yeah, right. Listen, they were like a pig thing that were naked and they'd walk about on their hind legs, and that used to creep me out. That's why I didn't watch ITV. Weirdos, man.
What about Batfink?
Batfink. Oh,
you like karate, you do.
Well,
my wings are made of steel, karate. Look, you go.
I like Batfink, me. I thought it was mint.
Yeah, I loved it. We talked about Trapdoor as well. Don't you open that trapdoor. That's a proper class one. Mick McGowan, we had a really in-depth discussion on the podcast about Thundercats and how I was like Panthro, and we both beat one out over Chitara.
Everyone did, let's be fair. Hey, I'm going to put this out there again, right, everyone? Top 10 cartoon people you've had a wank over. Now, be real now, come on.
As soon as you said that, David Sturrock put Danger Mouse. I'm a bit worried now.
Well, there you go.
No, it's a good question. That let's not do top 10. Let's do top 5, and this can be. We'll let the lasses comment as well if they want to. If you could have penetrated one of those cartoon characters from the 80s, and bear in mind, think about the age limits and what age you were at the time as well.
If you let Ram Man from He-Man bareback you on a beach in Scarborough, then let us know.
Would you let Beast Man teabag you? Okay, now Ram Man. Why would you think he was called that?
Well, yeah, of course it was.
Yeah. So, I mean, I said on the podcast that I was a young lad at the time and it was legal, but I had a big thing for penny out of Inspector Gadget, didn't I?
Yeah, well, it was creepy as that, like, but yeah, I wouldn't have had a penny out of Inspector Gadget.
Yeah. Paul Hanlon's put Bagpuss is our lass. She looks like Bagpuss, or does she just sleep all day, or she just like a big fucking fat pink cat?
Or does she have puss coming from her back?
Good one from Craig. Oh, hang on, here we go. Good one from Craig here. Jessica Rabbit from.
I'm going to talk about this, like, Craig. This is a very good idea, but listen, at the end of the day, she was a human being that was letting a rabbit bang her. Do you know what I mean? That's a bit wrong, that.
I wondered if her collars and cuffs matched as well. I always wondered that about Jessica Rabbit. Penelope Pitstop. Oh, help me. Fucking shut up, get in there. You think you've got a nice pink helmet? Check this out. Boosh.
Yeah, Ted, right? Me and you, like, with our hair at the minute, we could have been them caveman lads. So, you know, the thing is just chasing her. That was in the wrecking races. We could have been them.
Captain Caveman. Hang on. Right, we've got another good one here. We've got 2 good ones here, actually. April O'Neil from the Turtles had a sliced hair one. Would you?
He's going deep there. Well done, Molly. That's a good. That's top.
Good. Yeah. What about Thelma off Scooby-Doo?
Which one's the one that looked like Ted?
I like her. I like her.
He was my one.
She's my favourite. There's Daphne and Thelma in there. I don't know which is which, but
the big tall one that was like a cheerleader, right? She'll have been hard work. The other one, like, who looked a bit like she was a geek, she'll have been proper into it, man.
She'd have got fucking Scrappy Doo involved there. She's kinky as fuck.
Oh, yeah, I'm telling you now.
Hang on, let's have it. We've got another good one here. Where is it?
I mean, where else on the internet do you get to have these discussions unless it's on the dark net?
Luella Benjamins.
Well done again.
I don't know.
He gets this podcast, Ted. He gets it.
Don't know about you, man, but I wouldn't. Not back's big green bush. I wouldn't have gone near that.
Did look a bit like our Julie, though, didn't it, Ted? She's got a similar look.
Good question. He was Battle Cat cringing on Viagra. He could have been. He did go rock hard, didn't he? When he I never thought
him. I thought he just got on the protein.
Mrs. Husky off Grange Hill was a bit of a MILF.
I can't remember that. I can't remember.
No one had a wank over Grange Hill, Mally. Come on, you would have been about 40 back then, Mally. So be it.
It had a good rhythm to it to do it though.
Someone's got an animal fetish.
No, maybe he was just wanking near wood. Wonder
Woman. That's a good one. Yeah. We've had some good cartoons here. Mass Crusaders, Hong Kong Phooey. I think that was more 70s, wasn't it?
Still have it. It was class.
Yeah.
Me and you were children of the 70s, so aren't we, Ted? So we're all right.
I have to put that one back up.
Just class. Benjamin.
Who's your top 5 then? Because I should change my mind now. I'm going to say, right, in at number 5, April O'Neil. I forgot about her. She'd have got it, right?
I can't remember her.
In at number 4, Penelope Pitstop. That was a good one. She'd have got it. In at number 3, that Scooby-Doo bird.
Which one?
We'll put them all together. We'll have a 3-way. Number 2, we're going to go for Penny off Inspector Gadget. Number one. Do we go for Chitara from Thundercats, or do we go for She-Ra?
Right, Leah, like, let's be fair, right? She-Ra is actually a woman and Chitara is half woman, half cat.
Yeah, she's
And
telling me.
if you take the bestiality away, you'd go for She-Ra, and she'd proper like grip and put you on the floor and stuff and bend you all over. That'd be class.
I reckon Chitara's got a bit of a sticky mott.
Yeah, yeah, I tell you now, like, you're all wrong though. You fools, what are you talking about? I can't believe no one put Penny Crayon on that list.
Because you wanted to bang to Pollard. Mother, come and have a go on me boobs.
You're right, but to be fair, if I was staying in that holiday camp and I'd had a few, 80 bob, I probably would.
We are.
You
Well, yeah. A bit of that.
Right, exactly. Get a bit of McEwen's.
It's getting a bit too. Hang on, Rod, Jane, and Freddie off Rainbow. Something going on. Yeah, it might have been Manny. Hang on. They're off the Cadbury Caramel advert.
Yeah, I can't even remember that one.
I like the one with the flake.
Yeah, well, right here, right, listeners. If we go on this any further, we're going to have to move this chat to the dark web. So let's you know what I mean, Ted?
Yeah.
You have got a link for that as well. So don't worry about this. We can carry on.
I've got a massive hard on here, like finger mouse.
Yeah, that's a proper one as well. Finger mouse. Too right.
I ordered the finger mouse, how to make a finger mouse kit, and I made one at home, and my dad sat on it. Not my finger. Crushed it.
Do you want me to phone Esther Ronson? Did your dad sit on it when you were a kid? Stop, hang on. Let me get the cars back on. Can we have an appeal for Ted, please? When he was a kid, his dad used to sit on finger mouse. Oh, hang on, I'll stop that.
Yeah.
If we use over 30 seconds, Ted, we have to pay for it.
Right, we're going to pick a winner. Now we're going to look at some of the funny words that people have put, and I'm going to bring them up onto the screen. Here we go. The first one. Oh, fucking hell. Tony Seaman, fucking brown canoe. He always makes me laugh. I don't know why. You know what I mean? For some reason, ravioli makes Stephen Downey laugh. John Dawes, good choice here with moist. Mick McGowan, Gobbler's knob. Sounds like a pub, micro pub. Marmalise.
Well, that's where marmalade gets stuck in your bush.
Rusty trumpet.
Rusty trumpet, well,
Trumpet. And deck. Oh, I think that's a show suggestion. Sorry.
I like the word queef. If we can put that in there.
Beef curtains. Do you like that one? That obviously makes Ian laugh a lot there.
I'm a vegetarian. I couldn't be doing beef curtains. I don't.
If you've got any more you want to add, please add them now. Ragtime. Is that meant to say ragtime, where you get down to a bit of tears me?
That Doris, what his last keeps on telling him when he keeps on saying, "No way, let's get up there, girl," and she goes, "Here, ragtime." Do you know what I mean? It could happen.
I don't really want to pick a winner out of all of them. They're all shite.
I want Rusty Trumpet. I like that
Rusty
one.
Trumpet.
Rusty Trumpet.
We all like that.
Rusty Trumpet, can you explain what you mean by Rusty Trumpet, though?
We've got a late entry, right? You can stop entering your things now. It's between Rusty Trumpet and this one, Mala. Are you ready? Hang on.
I'm having that one.
Late entry, Rusty Trumpet. Sorry, you lost, and the winner of the Palmore. Oh, hang on, corned beef pudding mott. It's a bit of a mouthful.
That sounds all right, that though. You know what I mean?
The winner from Brian McMahon is Cunt Flap. Let's do it like on Blue Peter. Okay. And the winner of the competition for the rudest word is Brian McMahon, age 47 from Middlesbrough, with Cunt Flap.
Well done. Next, I'm going to be shown how I can shave a dog using only two things: this razor here and this cup.
Oh, brilliant. Right, Brian, all you need to do, mate, is message my page, the Ted Hankey page. Just send us a private message. And
Don't do it. He sent you back. It's spam. Don't do it, Brian.
Send me a private message and I will give you the code for the food or arrange for the palm. It's simple as that, really. You know what I mean?
He asks where you're out and then he comes and burgles your house. It's happened on Teesside numerous times, hasn't it, Ted?
It's very true. I've got to say, we've got a number of sponsors for the show and the podcast. So Showcase Comedy, Borough TV, Last Stop to Edinburgh Comedy Festival and the George Pub and Grill in Stockton. And they are offering through Food Hub 21% off your first Food Hub order. Use the discount code BELL2021. So just go to Food Hub on your phone or on your computer and put in that discount code and you'll get 21% off your first order with any restaurants that are on it close to you. So it could be a McDonald's, it could be Fat Jeff's Kebab Shop down the corner. Get 21% off. How good's that? You know what I mean? And you can join my Patreon scheme for as little as £3 a month. I mean, that's nothing, is it? That's like, you probably spend that on fags every 4 hours, you scruffy gets.
So, you have to get the Cars music back out for that.
No, you don't know. But just go to tedhankey.com and click Become a Patron, and you can see the offers you get on there. You get free mugs, believe. You get T-shirts, you get various other things, recorded messages from me. You get Mala's underpants, loads of freebies. It's worth a bash, isn't it? And don't forget, listen to the podcast. It goes out live every Wednesday, and it's class. You know what I mean? We've done 82 episodes now. It goes out on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, and on my website, tedhankey.com.
Grindr as well. It's on Grindr. I've seen it.
It's on Grindr. It's on Fudge Nudge. It's on
Fudge Nudge. Yeah, that'd be a class name for, right? Think about it. A fruity
Sweet shop.
A fruity that you played in Brighton. Anyway, back to everybody else.
If you want to buy some Malibu badges, good shit, proper good shit, you know what I mean? Come and see me. And we're going to just check the final comments. There we go. Let's have a look. We need a Mala t-shirt. We are Teesside. We are proud. I'll work on that, Mally. Yeah. Cheers, Paul. Good laugh. Thanks for that. Thank you very much for tuning in, Paul. I absolutely ate you a bit late, Robert.
No, son.
Someone's saying that was a fix.
Yeah, he might have been. You never know. That might have been Julie. That's come up with.
Yeah, she's got loads of aliases on dating sites and stuff.
Right, she does.
But yeah, thank you very much for tuning in. We're going to be back next Thursday with another show of just made up, improvised shit like this with a couple of news headlines. If you don't find any funny news stories out there over the next week, send them to me and we'll have a chat about it on next week's show. And we'll let's have a look. Chris Libby missed the last 15 minutes and went off. I think that tight twat next door changed the password. He's doing a joke there about Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, like, it's probably, that electric kid. Did you live next door to an house that's just been raided by loads of police? That's what it was. We know.
So, look, we're going to love you and leave you. Thank you very much. Please share this. Even when it's finished, share it. And I put... There's Mala there.
Hang on. Look at
that. You people will get more viewers, we'll get more followers, we'll get more fun. I'll get a look at it dealing with the BBC Channel 4 or even Dave, and Mala can come and iron me underpants for me as part of that deal.
I want to be on that Teesside one.
What?
Benefit the Teesside TV thing.
All right, yeah. Well, I'll
be on that for good reasons and not for nicking out of the spa.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, well done, mate. So, well, anyway, thank you very much. And as per usual, what I like to say is when we finish off, the Borough have made some good signings. So let's hope it's onwards and upwards for the Borough. Say goodbye, Mala.
Bye, Mala.
Up the Borough. I believe.